Ladies, I must ask, which one of you should go home tonight and why? Let's start with Dela.
I think Darian, everyone else who's here has really shown an ability to hear critique and adjust, and some folks, like Bianca, just sail through. But Darian, I think she frequently assumes she is doing better than people from an outside perspective might see.
All right, thanks, Dela. Adore Delano.
I feel based on this challenge, Darian.
Bianca Del Rio.
If it's about this particular challenge, I would have to say Darian. And you know, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know.
Which is why I'm called a bitch, and apparently I'm sailing now.
Is that a bad thing?
Whatever,
Why is that
Queen.
an insult?
I should pick your ass just for being a
That was like you're good at
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that was very condescending.
I have to ask you each, who should be eliminated tonight? Rebecca, what's your answer?
Do we just get to pick one?
You could pick 3.
You know what? My 3 competitors are nice girls, and I love them all, but some of them have already peaked at whatever they were gonna do drag-wise. And I, should have the opportunity to progress and grow.
I hear you, but honestly, I really do need you to give me one name.
Out of the 3, I would say Chanel.
Okay, and why is that?
She's a little annoying, at times.
Thank you. All right, Nina, who should be eliminated tonight?
Rebecca. Why? Because America's next drag queen superstar should be someone with experience so that this person can take the title with dignity and respect.
All right, BB. Same question.
I would say Rebecca, because working with her is frustrating and real when it comes down to it. Amongst all of us, I know Rebecca is at a lower level. That's what I have to say.
Thank you, BB. Chanel, who should be eliminated tonight?
I'm so glad you asked me this question. I nominate myself because I don't want to be here anymore. Since day one, I have been judged really hard, and I'm very frustrated that you can't see the personality because I am so real, you have no idea. And I don't feel that I am being understood here. I am beautiful. I'm a beautiful person internally and on the outside. And it's so frustrating to me that that image does not seem to be conveyed. Week after week, when we come into an elimination round, I am so negatively critiqued.
The truth is, you are beautiful. You are really beautiful.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
You are.
That sounds so nice to hear.
It's true, and I'm sorry. I thought I told you earlier. I really did. I would not like you to leave. You are a great contender for this contest.
In answer to your question, I nominate myself.
Thank you, Chanel. You all worked so hard on this challenge, but I have to ask one question. Who deserves to go home tonight and why? Trinity Taylor.
Just from your critique, it would be Charlie.
Peppermint, same question.
Based on the critiques, Charlie.
Charlie Hides.
Peppermint's look is a bit more basic, so Peppermint.
Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Because I believe she's a strong competition for me and her total look, Peppermint.
All right, Eureka, you're up.
I would say Trinity. I feel like the ending wrap-up might have been a little more controlled if we worked as a group. And I also felt like she was focused on herself and not really so much of everyone else.
I call shade. I take responsibility for the things that I did wrong, and if that's the reason why I should go home, then I understand. But don't tell me that I didn't do my job as a leader, because I did. And I included everybody, including you, Eureka.
Well, I was asked my honest opinion, and that's my honest opinion, and I stand beside it.
All right, Nina.
Trinity, because she was a captain, but she did her job. It's just that we didn't really feel a part of it sometimes.
Who deserves to go home tonight? And why? Starting with Eureka.
Oh, gosh. Honestly, maybe Asia O'Hara because she's my biggest competition, to be honest.
Monet Exchange.
Taking into account Snatch Game and tonight's assignment, Mermaid Eleganza, I would have to say the Vixen.
Vixen.
I have never seen such a level of unprofessionalism as I have watching Eureka, and it baffles me that you guys enjoy her so much. It has really been very difficult working in an environment with her because she takes all the air out of the room. She's always the one who has to get the last word.
In my defense, I tell everyone all the time, I'm sorry that I'm loud and I'm sorry I'm too much.
But you don't
that's
try to
also-
stop being loud or try to stop being too much. You're like, I'm sorry, but this is who I am, deal with it.
It's also a strength of mine when it comes to
Apparently.
the confidence in acting.
But what I've seen from Eureka is I'm the one who's getting all the attention in the room, which to me is very childish, which I guess is why the characters that she played has worked for her because she's a child.
I'm sorry that she feels that way, but I will say one more thing.
Again, getting the last word
I'm
in.
sorry, but I can't let her sit there
Again.
and literally verbally attack me. Yes, I do talk too much, and I'm expressive and
But
animated.
everyone doesn't have to
But I'm
accept
also
it.
extremely kind, and I'm full of love because I know that sometimes I am a lot to deal with. But I can't change that, and I try,
You could try.
to be understanding of people, but I can't
You weren't
handle someone
attacked, you're a
literally
grown
verbally
man.
attacking me in front of people that I want to have respect for my art, when I really have tried everything I can to be as kind as I can to Vixen. That's all I'll say. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, ladies. All right, Asia.
Because I'm an adult, and although I've grown to love her and she's my sister, I think the Vixen has the most room for growth.
Monique.
I love her so much, but I would say the Vixen. Basing it solely on the challenge, she had the weakest character out of them all, and she has kind of just plateaued.
And what say you, Aquaria?
The Vixen with the way she's interpreted some of the challenges.
All right, well, thank you, ladies. Morgan McMichaels.
Yes.
You have immunity.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in a minute, I'm gonna have to send someone home. Who should it be and why?
The weakest person in the group, is Tatiana.
Tatiana, who do you think should go home today?
I'm just gonna go with Morgan because she has immunity.
Tatiana, that's an answer for the Miss America contest, not the RuPaul Drag Race contest. Nicole, same question.
Send them all home.
Send all these bitches home. Okay. Send all these bitches home.
They eventually all have to go. So, I don't want to be the one to go, so send them all.
Raven, who would you send home tonight?
I would say Tatiana. I don't think she wants to be like a grand superstar diva. I think she's comfortable being a beautiful girl.
No. Not the case. If I was comfortable being a beautiful girl, I was a beautiful girl at home. That's not why I'm here to be pretty.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just my opinion.
At this point in the competition, I have to ask the question, who deserves to go home tonight and why? Kennedy Davenport.
I would have to say Fame, because clearly the struggle is real.
Katya.
I would probably say Fame because she's been in the bottom consistently over the past 3 or so weeks.
Ginger Minch.
I would have to agree and say Fame. I don't know how much more she has to offer.
Trixie Mattel.
Fame. She dropped the ball in her ugly look and her performance.
Violet Chachki.
Trixie got to come back in this competition, and she should be looked at with a magnifying lens. So I just feel like it should be Trixie.
All right, Miss Fame, I want to hear from you.
All these bitches.
Ladies, one last question before you go. At this point, you're all getting to know each other. Who do you think deserves to go home tonight? And why? Jinx Monsoon.
Vivian, only because it seems like she's repeating the same notes that you guys are giving her.
Ivy, what about you?
I would have to say Honey.
Roxy.
Vivian.
Vivian.
I would say Honey.
Honey.
I would say Vivian.
Alyssa.
The one that I would want to send home is not in this lineup.
Who's not in the lineup that you want to send home?
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. I don't see Jade at the same level. He's kind of a little hokey pokey. This is a drag queen competition.
Ladies, I hate to end on a sour patch, but I have one final question. Which one of you sweethearts does not deserve to be in the top 3? And why? Starting with Jinx.
The one who has fallen short most often up here is Detox.
Alaska, same question.
I would say Jinx Monsoon. Absolutely love her. But I feel like there's maturing that I would like to see.
Roxy Andrews.
Jinx Monsoon. The challenges that she needed to step outside of her box and design and be creative, she didn't do well. I had to be funny where I had to be funny, and when it landed me in the bottom, it landed me in the bottom.
Detox.
I do agree with the other girls. It's not really a school for girls. It's a competition for the best of the best.
So, who do you think should go home?
I think Evie should go home just because she's hurt and we got time for that.
That's like a crock of bull. Silky just doesn't want to look shady on TV and tell Rue that she wants me to go home because she doesn't like me, or the fact that I call her out, which is the real reason.
You have your work cut out for you because this has got to look like it's on the New York runway.
You'll say it. I promise you.
Okay, you know.
Or make me lip sync for my life. That's a guarantee for me.
Okay, because you know that's also a possibility.
I ain't afraid.
Okay, all right, Dr. Ganache.
I would love to see Miss Evie in a lip sync for your life. I'm gonna send that bitch all the way back to Denver. Ready to.
Evie Oddly.
Howdy all.
How's your ankle doing?
I haven't had any complaints.
Oh, good. That's good to know. Is it going to keep you out of the top spot this week?
No, it's not my first time spraining an ankle, and I usually bounce back in a day or two.
Good.
I think if anybody is worried about it, it should be my competitors, because it goes away fast.
Oh, bitch. On that note, who do you think should go home?
Silky Ganache.
Why?
I think Silky has been the most resistant to your critiques and the judges.
Why you pressed, hoe? Bitch, I was in the bottle for being beautiful. A good problem to have when you're mean and you can actually do makeup, unlike that bitch who couldn't serve you glam a day in her life. But I am a threat. America's gonna love me, and I think that bitch knows that.
Who should go home tonight and why? Start with Evie Oddly.
Silky is the one girl who's gotten the same critiques a few times and hasn't ever polished out the things that you want to see from her.
Scarlet Envy.
Well, it came out in the workroom today, so Silky knows, I guess, already.
Nina West.
Based on critique tonight, I'm going to have to say Evie Oddly.
Sugar.
Unfortunately, Silky, just because the critiques that you've given her before, and today was an opportunity for her to really pay attention to those and execute, and it didn't happen.
Akira.
I'm going to have to say Evie, and that's based on overall growth. At this point, it should be only elevation.
Honey Davenport.
Silky's outfit was the least polished on the runway tonight.
Silky.
I would choose Evie. As America's Next Dress Superstar, you have to be kind to people, and she has not been the most kind or the most nice.
Soju.
I would also have to say Evie, because I don't think her drag is on the level of everyone else in the top 6.
Vanjie?
Based on tonight, I would say Evie, just because I feel like she kind of left her sister a little behind.
Ariel.
I would also have to say Silky, just based off the critiques.
Brooklyn.
I would have to say Silky. I just didn't think the look was finished, and I just don't think there was a great family resemblance.
Plastique.
I agree. Silky just fell short.
Thank you for your honesty, ladies.
Do you want everything RuPaul's Drag Race at your fingertips? Then head over to YouTube now and subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race channel, and you will get all the episodes of everything you ever want, including brand new episodes of What You Packin'. Hi.